Hello, everyone. Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and this is your You Pick Tuesday lineup, beginning with a good matchup here. We need Natty Coleman versus Chris Bumstead. That obviously means Ronnie Coleman as a natural athlete versus Chris Bumstead. Now, it's going to be a debate, guys. How do I know that Ronnie Coleman was natural? And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that believe that Ronnie Coleman, he was enhanced in high school, for goodness sakes. And then on the other side of the token, there's people that believe that he was natural well into the mid-90s, which is probably not true, guys. But still, with genetics, premium genetics, it's always going to be a debate because there's guys like myself and subpar genetics that will take everything under the sun. And not that I've ever taken anything, but you know what I'm saying, that will take everything and look nowhere near to what Ronnie Coleman looked, even as a natural. So you got to consider, guys, dream genetics like Coleman's. You're never going to look like him. You can take everything, and you're not going to look like Coleman, even here and earlier on in Coleman's career. He was tested at a World Championships, and I believe he was the only one that was able to be tested, that even went in to get tested, because everybody else was juiced. And they didn't believe him. They went to his room, 1 o'clock in the morning, banging on his door. We need to test you again, Coleman. They didn't believe. They seen this big American, and no, there's no way. There's no way he's natural. So what's been going on, guys, is his whole career. People just didn't believe him then, and they don't believe him now. And there's people with my same knowledge, that claim that they know that he was doing stuff. And I'm thinking, well, you don't know any more than me. And the fact that Coleman doesn't even care whether you believe him or not, that leads me to believe that, well, he was, and he honestly doesn't care. Let's go to the front double bicep pose, guys, and look at those peaks on Coleman. That's not drugs. That's not steroids. That's not growth hormones, HGH, insulin. Proper. Those are proper peaks. Those are bicep peaks, guys. Natural. I mean, look at Ronnie Coleman's mother. She goes up to do a front double bicep pose. Ronnie Coleman's mother, she's got a bigger peak than most of us watching this video, I can tell you that much. Chris Bumstead, he could take everything under the sun, and he's never going to achieve those big peaks. But he does have a better physique when you look at the midsection and the lats. Chris Bumstead is a fantastic world-class athlete. Don't kid yourself. He's every step of the way right there with the natural, quote-unquote natural. I'm not claiming that he is, guys. I don't know. Ronnie Coleman knows. That's about it. Front lat spread. Now, take the guns out of the equation, and it's more about the lats and the midsection, and Chris Bumstead is a little bit better. These guys built a little bit different. Bumstead, a short-legged individual, and the opposite could be said about Coleman, very long-legged, and maybe a bit of a short torso. Even in this shot, though, you can see Coleman's arms much bigger than Bumstead's. But still, look at the lats, guys. All right, I can't help myself. I'm sure you guys want to see this too. Let's bring up a juiced Ronnie Coleman. Holy cow. Look at the difference. Look at the difference of the legs, mostly. Coleman's legs, twice as big after he was enhanced. Anyway, side chest development. I think Bumstead, to be honest, has a superior structure, and you could see that when he was trading shots with Big Rammy, and he looked like he was dwarfing Big Rammy as far as the structure was concerned, and it just goes to show you a good structure can go a long way, especially when it's conditioned like Chris Bumstead. Now you focus just on the muscle, the pecs, the arms, even in the legs, and Coleman seems to have more muscle than Chris Bumstead. So it's really, you got to take your pick on this one. You like the structure, the flow, the conditioning, or the amounts of muscle, and some, there's some conditioning there. Coleman's not soft, that's for sure. Any stretch of the imagination. Unfortunately, this is all we have for the side tricep. Man, I can't get over how good Coleman looked earlier on in his career. Look how lean he was. I don't even know if he was as conditioned. He probably got more conditioned as his career went on, but I mean, this really lean, aesthetic look, it looks good. Chris Bumstead, it's hard to judge this one, hard to gauge the sizes correctly as well. I mean, Bumstead's turned to the side. He's showing his tricep maybe a little bit more, but Coleman had a very striated horseshoe of a tricep earlier on in his career. I'd go with Coleman, to be honest. Let's go to the back development, and this is going to make or break this contest, and I am surprised Coleman, his back development, it's just not as good as Chris Bumstead's, and that's a stretch of the imagination, guys. If you were to do this with a 2003 Coleman, I mean, my soul, what a difference. But still, it was hard to gauge the sizes of these guys. I think Chris Bumstead is in better condition when you look at the glutes, and his back is much fuller than Coleman. Could you ever imagine in any universe that I'd be saying that? Coleman still has the bicep advantage. These guys are hitting this totally different. Bumstead, he holds his arms way down low, and I'm sure there's a reason for that. And Coleman holds his up a little too high, if you ask me. Let's finish this one off. Actually, we do have a most muscular. So, finish this one off after this pose, the ab and thigh. You got to lean towards Chris Bumstead, don't you? I mean, look at the midsection. Very flat. Of course, Coleman, not too bad. He had a pretty good ab and thigh. It was competitive, to say the very least, earlier on in his career. And even for a mass monster, you have to admit, later on, Coleman's ab and thigh, it wasn't too bad. Look at the 2003, 2004 ab and thigh. Wasn't too bad. But still, you got to kind of lean towards Chris Bumstead. And now we are going to finish this one off with a most muscular. And I got to say, these guys are very comparable in a lot of the poses. Coleman maybe a little bit more muscle, but then Bumstead maybe a little bit more conditioned. And that's debatable as well. I think he was in particular in the back shots. This is a 2019, sorry. 2019 Chris Bumstead couldn't get a crab position most muscular for the 2020 Olympia, which was a just unbelievable, guys. The improvements that Chris Bumstead made from this version to 2020, it's too bad he didn't have a crab position most muscular. I think he would have been more than a match for Ronnie Coleman, because Coleman looks good here. He looks polished. He does have that photoshopped, that enhanced look that most guys would need, or everybody, let's face it, everybody besides a Ronnie Coleman. Maybe a Mike Ashley, guys like that. And I believe there was Jean-Paul Guillon. I believe that is his name. Sorry if I got that incorrect. But I mean, there's guys out there with premium genetics. And I've said this a million times. Take all the enhancements out of all the lineups, all the bodybuilders in all the world, and you would see some fantastic specimens. I'm here to tell you. And it would be the Phil Heaths. It would be the Ronnie Colemans. It would be the guys that are enhanced now. But take the stuff away and they'd still be fantastic. I'm going to give this one to Chris Bumstead. Sorry, guys. I think he was a little too conditioned. And I know I'm going to get some dislikes over that one. But those of you who know me and know I'm true to my judging and stick with the same old, I'm sure you will respect me more for sticking to my guns and not just picking Ronnie Coleman because he's the king. Of course he's the king. But hey, Chris Bumstead, he's the prince? No? Prince Charming? Anyway, hit thumbs up on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel and look forward to one more You Pick Tuesday matchup. You Pick Tuesdays are rapidly becoming the most popular matchups, the most popular videos, and I really enjoy them. Hit thumbs up, subscribe, have a great day.